I'm not even gonna use an eyeliner. And hello, instant nose lift. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's so affordable. Excuse you. Very pigmented. Just gonna tap off the excess. Already moisturized my face and I'm just letting that sink in, but I'm just gonna start off with my eyes because I want to do my foundation last. I've also already done my brows. It looks a little bit too stark right now, like too dark, but I am using the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. It looks like this, and Judy from It's Judy Time, she always raves about this and she says that she swears by it. I love how it comes with a tweezer and a mini brush, which I did use today, which I really like because it's thin and precise and stiff. Also has a mirror in here. I tried to remove this yesterday. There it is. I don't want to blind you guys, but mirror. Amazing. It's a good mirror too. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Concealer Corrector, and this one is in medium peach. I don't have an eyeshadow primer, so I'm just gonna go in with this. And I also use this to clean my brows a little bit. It's not a very wet formula. It's a little bit tacky, which is great. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild, what are these called? Color Icons. And I know that these are just a new look. And I know this one, Rosé in the Air, is a new palette. But this one, Nude Awakening, has been around for a while. It's just a new packaging. I've already used this in a tutorial, which I will put in the cards. But today, I'm going to be using the Nude Awakening palette. And I'm not sure if they reformulated this because I never had the old Nude Awakening. I'm gonna go in with a really fluffy brush and I'm gonna go in with this really stark white bone color. I think I got this brush from Swoosh like a really long time ago. They gave it for free when I started doing YouTube videos. We were at the makeup fair and they were like, here, try it out. Let us know what you think. And it's amazing for putting an all over color like this or just buffing, you know. Next, I'm gonna go in with a Beauty Cosmetics D14 brush. I'm gonna go over my crease with this transition color right here. It's the lighter one. And I'm just gonna dip that in. Tap off the excess. And I'm gonna put it on my crease, like I said, and lift it a little bit higher. I'm gonna go in with a smaller pencil brush or a smudging brush. I'm gonna go in with this maroony brown shade. I really like this shade too. It's nice for an all over the lid smoky eye look, but it's also nice to put on your crease just to give it a little bit more of a definition. So I'm just gonna put it right where my crease is and just deposit the color right there. Starting on the outer part, just so that most of the color is on that area. Now that that's done, I'm just gonna go back in with the D14, putting a little bit more of the transition and just blending it a little bit more so that it looks seamless. Next, I'm gonna get a flat shader brush and then I'm gonna go in with this color right here, which is a little bit more lighter than these two. This is a little bit more golden, although in the camera, this looks a little bit golden, doesn't it? But I'm not even gonna put concealer anymore. I'm just gonna straight away put it on the brush, and I'm gonna use the, ooh, that is dirty. I'm gonna use the Photofocus finishing spray. This one is in the natural finish, and I'm just gonna spray that. Do the same for the other eye. That spray is definitely one of my favorite drugstore sprays. I've used it before, loved it. It really sets my makeup, makes it last a long time. I also got the same spray for my mom. It does have that tacky feeling, like you know it's really gonna hold your makeup in place. Kind of like hairspray, but I don't mind. It didn't break me out or anything, and it's cruelty free too, so that's great. Okay, so you can definitely stop with this if you don't want to emphasize anything more. This is totally fine. Then put your lashes on, mascara on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a fluffier brush, and I'm gonna dip into this transition shade, the bottom one. This color definitely scares me because it's a little bit more cooler, and sometimes it looks a little bit muddy on me, but I'm just gonna be very careful with it. I'm gonna stamp this on the outer V and outer U of my eye. And blend it. Just gives it a little bit more emphasis. And it helps shape out my eye too. I have almond eyes, and I just really like doing this style of look just because I feel like it complements my eye the most. Try to blend it in a little bit more. I'll lift that a little bit. I'm gonna get a clean blending brush and just blend it some more. I'm gonna start on the outer edge, wipe that off so that I don't bring it inside. Gonna get another flat shader brush. I'm gonna go back into this bone color that we used all over the lid a while ago, and I'm putting that all over my brow bone. Palettes don't have that color, it kind of disappoints me, just because I'm the type of person that would like to put something down. If they don't, I use a translucent powder, or you know, just an ordinary powder, which works well too. I didn't pick up a primer from Wet n Wild. I actually grabbed the dewy one, but then when I read the reviews, it said that it was more sparkly than dewy, and that scared me. But if you guys have tried the dewy primer, let me know down below so I can test it out. I guess I'm just gonna go in with Maybelline Master Prime because this is also under $10. It's great. This is the Hydrate and Smooth, and I'm just gonna put it all over my face. All right, for my pores, I really do have humongous pores, so I'm just gonna go in with Maybelline Master Blur Stick. This one is in 120 light medium. I'm just putting it on the areas where my pores are really big, so down over here on this side, and I don't know why it reached this area. So on my nose a little bit over here, down here, and down here as well. What I do is I'm just gonna get my ring finger, spread it a little bit, but as I spread it, I kind of just push it in as well. This product is great. For foundation, I have two foundations from Wet n Wild, but I'm gonna be using the, what is this called? Photofocus foundation, and I am the shade Golden Beige. And it looks like it's very, very white on me for a while, but it's not. And this one is in Buff Beige. I also like this cushion. Put that on this side first. Use a damp beauty blender, and I start in the middle and work my way out. Just pounce it on. All right, now I'm gonna go in with contour. And I used this yesterday and I was pleasantly surprised. This is the Megaglo contour in Where's Walnut. It's a cream contour. And I promised myself I would experiment more with creams. So this is me experimenting more with creams. I'm just gonna draw it pretty heavily on this side, just so I can show you guys that it shears out, so there's nothing that you should worry about. I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender, and it is damp, and I'm just gonna lift it higher instead of going lower. Do you see how it's just sheared out, but it still leaves that grayish tone, which is perfect for contour? It's great. Down here. Great. Next for bronzer, I'm gonna get a fluffier brush. This is my D30 from Beauty Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna go into the bronzer side of the contour, lightly tapping it on, tap off the excess, and just start contouring. Well, not contouring, but bronzing. I know some people who use this as a contour too, but I prefer a grayish tone for a contour, just so it just really sculpts your the natural outline of your face as compared to a bronzer, which gives you a more sunlit look, kind of gives life back to your face. Are you like looking bronzy, especially now that it's winter? And I know that the summer months are over, but I don't mind. Since I'm not gonna use any more of the cream products, I'm gonna go in with a powder. And the powder that I'm gonna be using is the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder. And this one is in Natural Beige. And I really do like this powder. I've used this a bunch of times already. I'm gonna get another fluffy powder brush. And I love how it just minimizes my pores, makes my look really, really seamless. It just makes my pores look a lot smaller, which is amazing. And I'm just gonna stamp it on. And I also like doing this step because just in case I have too much bronzer on there, I can just diffuse it with my powder. It just makes it look more minimized. Like if I can zoom you guys in. I zoomed you guys in so you guys can see my pores, which are pretty much non-existent now, thanks to this powder. Is that amazing? I really like this powder. Now that that's set, I'm gonna go in with blush. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me. This one is in Rose. I know I had Wet n Wild blushes before that are not just blush toppers, but I think I probably left them in Manila. And I'm gonna be using a Sonia Kashuk. I think this is a blush brush, but if it's not, I like using it for blush. But I'm just gonna sweep that on my cheeks. I know that this is also available in Manila, so I'm excited for you guys because this is a really good blush. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more on my cheeks because like I said, I like the blush. Even if I don't have a blush from Wet n Wild, I do have a blush topper. I guess this could be a blush for some people, and in different looks, this could definitely be a blush. But this is more of a blush topper for me. Tap that off, tap it off. And I'm just gonna concentrate it very lightly. The front, a little bit on the back, just to give it a little bit of a sheen. Next for highlight, I have a couple of highlights. I do have the Precious Petals one. I do have the loose one from the Astrology one. I unfortunately wasn't able to get the one from the Gothographic collection, but I used this yesterday and I fell in love. and this one is also from the astrology sign or astrology collection, and this is part of the highlighting bar collections, and this is in fire. It's beautiful and it's amazing. The only complaint that I have is the packaging is a little bit flimsy, but I mean for $7 or $6 something, it's fine. I'm just very careful with it. I'm gonna go in with a small fluffy brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna concentrate it right on the high point. Do you see that? Concentrate it there and then bring it up. Yep. And I'm also gonna highlight over here, just a smidge. I just like being glowy. I just do. I enjoy the glow, like a freaking light bulb. Just gonna put it on the high point of my nose, right at the very tippy top. It's just gonna instantly lift it. And right here. Now I'm gonna go back into the eyes. I got a smudger brush, which I got from Wet n Wild. I think this was available in the dollar store, but I think in Walmart it's like 93 cents. So check whichever area is cheaper. I'm just gonna go in with this one first, the transition shade that we have. I'm just gonna put that on my smudger brush, and I'm gonna go under really, really, really lightly, very close to the lash line, just to connect everything in. Now I'm gonna go in with the other transition color, or this one right here, which we used on the outer V and outer U. I'm gonna use that and use my smudger brush again and just put it on the outer 1/3 of the eye and connect it. It just gives my eye a little bit more of an almond shape, kind of just like bigger on this side. Lastly, since I don't plan on putting eyeliner, I'm just gonna get the same color and same smudger brush, and I'm just gonna stamp it as close to the roots as possible to give it a darker look. Just stamp it on. Do you see how different this eye is as compared to this one? This one has the color stamped on. Now the only thing left to do with the eyes is mascara and lashes, and I'm gonna do that off camera and I will be back. And we are back. Now I have my lashes on as well as my mascara. For my mascara, I use the Lash Princess by Essence because I don't have a mascara from Wet n Wild. And for my lashes, I used, I think these are only 93 cents, and I absolutely love them. This is called Shredding the Fringe, and I've used this a couple of times. I always get compliments every time I wear this. These lashes, they really remind me of the e.l.f. Dramatic Lashes, which I absolutely love for every day because they were only $1. But I think now they're like $2. So I saw these and I was like, great. They're kind of like the e.l.f. ones, and I still get compliments whenever I wear them. So I'm gonna go with this one instead. All right, so the last thing that I need to do for this look are lips. And I do have the liquid catsuit and Give Me Mocha, but I can't seem to find it. But I'm gonna opt for this one instead. This was such a popular lipstick back in the day. I think they were like 93 cents back then, but I think now they're like $1 something, still affordable. These are the, what are these called? I will leave it down below. But anyway, I'm gonna be using the shade Mochalicious, and it looks really rank, but it's just a nice dark brown, but it has that nice gray tone in it. I'm not even gonna use a lip liner, and I'm just gonna go straight in with this. It is so creamy. So pigmented with one swipe. Alright, after doing that, I'm just going to use my ring finger and smudge it in a little bit just so that it looks a little bit more lived in and not perfect. Last, for the lips, I'm just going to put on a gloss. This is a very, 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 very opaque gloss. And this one is in Gemini. I also got it in Pisces because my husband is a Pisces and I'm a Gemini. And I'm just going to show you how opaque that is. It's insane. If you want your lips to be gold like this, then it can definitely be this opaque. And no, it is not a highlighter. I double checked. It's a gloss. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pat it down the middle, and I don't really need a lot, to be honest. Look at that, if I don't spread it out. But I'm gonna shear that out. Alright, so that is it for this makeup look. Everything that I use is mostly from Wet n Wild, and then a lot of it is drugstore as well if they're not from Wet n Wild and they are $10 and below. And I just really enjoyed this look. It's just great to have a drugstore brand that's very, very affordable that can still do this type of look. It's amazing. All the products will be listed down below as well as the prices. And if you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments and I will get back to you. Also, let me know in the comments section if there are other Wet n Wild products that I didn't show in this video, but you guys love that I need to absolutely try. Just let me know in the comments section. I would love to hear from you. And of course, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, I would really, really appreciate it if you did. Just click the red button down below and also click the notification bell so you guys are updated every time I upload a video. That would be super great. Alright, so that is it for this video. One more thing, please be kind to one another. Go on and spread the love, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!